Today's video is sponsored by 12, featuring a dozen original and unexpected short stories about passion and legacy by Australian author David Farrell.
Welcome to Pod Me If You Can, I'm David Farrell. Today on the show, it's The Rage, starring Lorenzo Lamas, Gary Busey, Roy Schneider, and David Carradine.
Pardon me if you can. Movie reviews.
FBI Special Agent Nick Travis, Lorenzo Lamas, is a tired and world-weary man. When some campers are brutally murdered, having their hands and feet removed, he's forced to team up with Kelly McCord, played by Kristen Cloak, who he dubs Dick Tracy in Heels. Together they try and find the serial killer, or killers, before they kill again. Just a heads up, this is an R-rated movie, so some of this may be unsuitable for a younger viewer in this review. This is from the director of Superman for The Quest for Peace, and it's not great at all. Lorenzo Lamas' character, he's got a real chip on his shoulder. He's been teamed up with Kelly McCord, who needs field work. She has zero field experience, but thanks to Roy Schneider's character hating Lorenzo Lamas' character, she's promoted to be his boss. Gary Busey plays the leader of the killers. Gary Busey snaps a woman's neck within the first 60 seconds of this film, and he's his oddball crazy self, just hanging on the edge of sanity. It's almost a character that suits him, somebody who has been jilted by the government and went to war and is now leading a renegade group of serial killers. The two leads have to pretend to be in love and pretend to be a couple in order to draw the killers out, which makes no sense. They're sitting as a kind of a bait in a park, and he puts his arm around her, and it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. They could just be sitting there as bait, but they have to pretend to be in love. And super soon after this, he says she's the best partner I've ever had. Based on what? The killers aren't very good characters either, because despite their rage and killing ability, when given the chance, they let Travis live, and they kidnap Kelly McCord, who they're trying to rape in the back of a van. And he is able to keep up with them on foot, because they're driving down a mountain and constantly having to turn. He's able to just run and bounce and leap down the mountain and try and shoot out the tires. One of the worst parts of this film is the chemistry between the two leads, and Kristen Cloak is quite bad in this role. She gives an average performance, just going through the motions, and though her character suffers in the aftermath of this attempted rape, her face seems so full of collagen that she doesn't emote very well. And they're both totally unlikable, and they make terrible decisions. They shouldn't be police officers, and they're about to get their badges taken away from them, but they attack the cops and run away so they can try and solve this case. And they make irresponsible decisions like that till the end of the movie. There's a scene I hated where Gary Busey's hiding out with his mother. He's in the back of the car, and the police stop the car, and the mother gets out of the car and then starts firing a gun at them. Then they drive away after she's shot down. What was so stupid about this is, if she knew she had them in the car, why would she ever stop? Why wouldn't she just attempt to drive away and live? Everybody makes bad decisions in this movie. They fire so many bullets in the film, it's crazy, it's non-stop, and the action is nauseating, cutting to and from the same angles over and over again. The film is joyless, it's not light at all, it's total drama and action. There are ridiculous action scenes too. Some cars go through a horse show jumping event and do little jumps of their own. There's one part where a log truck, and when has a log truck ever not been menacing, and when has a log truck ever not let go of all of the logs in an action movie? But anyway, they're driving near a log truck that tries to crush them, and it runs over the car. David Carradine's cameo is him being wheeled in a wheelchair for about 20 seconds before he's shot. It's absolutely barely in the film. Another thing that annoyed me was when they were on their speedboats for the final action scene, our main girl, Kelly McCord, fights one of the evil girls and gets her in a headlock and basically puts her to sleep. And then when she's now unconscious and subdued, she throws her casually off the speedboat. She's going to drown. What's up? I thought you were going to be one of the goodies. I thought for sure in this bad script that the worst line would be Gary Busey's, and he has some dumb ones. He yells out, "Hey Travis, go back to FBI school." But the worst lines come from Travis and McCord when they're having their final exchange.
Baby, you know what day it is today?
It's Tuesday.
It's Valentine's Day.
No, Valentine's Day is in February.
Not for us.
The movie's bad. It's straight to DVD action film. There's so much swearing and blood and bullets. This is going to appeal to a certain demographic. But it had cardboard cutout characters, no chemistry between the leads, and not much you can really enjoy. One of the worst things too was that at the end of the movie there is not one but 4 title cards to explain what happened to these 2 main characters that nobody cares about.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Check out our podcast at www.podmeifyoucan.com.